Hello, welcome to my in-depth on the 75329 Death Star Trench Run. So in this video I'll be talking about this set and all the features. So if you do enjoy this video, please subscribe, because I've been doing this for the rest of the diorama collection. You might want to check these out. I'll be doing these for the rest of the summer sets as well. So starting off with the box art, I do quite like the red fade in the background. It looks pretty cool. And you can see like a reflection on like what looks to be like a glassy black table. And yeah, it's 18 plus 75329 and has 665 pieces. Well, I do quite like the style of box art they've gone with, the mainly black and then like rebuilding along the bottom. On the back of the box you can see a different angle of the set, and this angle shows some of the more detailed like parts of the set from a different angle. You can also see like an image in the bottom corner of like it from Darth Vader's cockpit and the dimensions. So the price is £55/$60. Considering it is quite small and basically a mock that Lego's selling, which I'll talk about more later in the video, it does seem a bit expensive, but then because it's based towards adults, it's kind of more likely to be expensive, and I think Lego will probably still sell quite a few because it is quite an iconic scene. And yeah, onto the set itself. As there are no minifigures, it is pretty cool. I do quite like it. There are a few criticisms which I'll talk about more later, but the greebling all around it looks really cool, and I do think they've done this one really nicely. The TIE Fighters and the X-Wing look good. I don't really like the turret. I think the turret looks too skinny at the top, and then it just doesn't look great, and then it widens out at the top as well, which isn't the greatest thing they've ever done. And yeah, you can also see the X-Wing is pretty cool. I do like the way they've done it. They've got like an R2-D2. It looks like they've gone with inverted, like the front part's attached to inverted tile, which is interesting the way they've done that because it does leave an indent. I do like the way they've used like the diamond piece kind of in pink for engines. That looks pretty cool. You can also see the plaque in the bottom corner which says the Force is strong with this one. And there, onto the TIE Fighters. The TIE Fighters do look pretty cool. Do you think they look a bit too wide, but they couldn't really fix that with the way they've done it with blasters, because then the wings wouldn't attach properly. And I do think the like green lightsaber pieces do look pretty cool, and these are all just attached by see-through pieces. I do think they've done the one in the top attached to the wall quite cleverly, and I do think that is quite a nice feature. You can see the set's dimensions. It is 10 centimeters / 4 inches tall, or 22 centimeters or 8.5 inches wide, which is not bad. The image here does look kind of weird with all the outlines because of the amount of studs. You can see somebody like building it or something here, and yeah, it does look pretty cool. You can also see the back of the X-Wing, which yeah, it looks really nice from the back, which I wasn't really expecting. And yeah, it does look really cool. I do like the base they've gone with. The kind of occasional grill piece in silver does look quite cool, and looking at it from above, it does look really nice. I do think the floor design is pretty cool, and I think the way they've done all this like detail looks pretty cool. There are a couple of things that I don't like. For example, if you look to the left, like top leftish, right above the cannon, you can kind of see like a squarish like net-like piece, and I don't like that one. And there's a couple other parts I don't like about it, but it does overall look really cool, and I think Lego's done a very good job of this. But my main problem is with this whole series, so you can see them all here, they're all basically just mocks that Lego are selling at a pretty high price, because this set's like £55, $60. My problem is with the whole series is they're basically mocks that Lego are selling at a pretty high price, and I think for people who don't build mocks, they're a good option. But then if you know how to build one of these things and you think you could, why wouldn't you really? It would be much cheaper, and I'll probably do a separate video on this later. But overall, it is pretty cool compared to like the previous like May the 4th thing, which is kind of the most similar thing I've ever gotten. It is way better. This looks pretty terrible. And yeah, compared to like an actual, you can't really see it in the movies because all the images, it's all just very fast moving, so you can't really see much. But it does still kind of it gets the idea across, I suppose. That's what it does pretty well, and I think it is quite impressive. The TIE Fighters, albeit do lack detail, are, like, it's just the idea of the set is really well carried. And on that note, I do hope you have enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.